I also bought a second set of professional watercolors. $100. Squeezing them out into this egg carton because when watercolors dry out, you can reactivate them with water. So you really want them to dry out before using them so you can control how much water is in the paint. I usually never squirt out the white because you're supposed to use the white of your paper. But I'm going to squirt it out anyways. I usually use the white to mix my own colors. But this does cause the paint to be less translucent, which means see-through, and a little bit more opaque, which means not see-through. And it can cover things up easier, so you're kind of moving into like a gouache sort of style, but I really enjoy having the white mixed paint colors to choose from. Like, that's one of my favorite colors right there, teal. I usually mix myself a darker green by adding in some red. I mean, this is going to look black because pretty much all watercolor paint that's dark is going to look black before you add water to it. But mixing red into green is going to darken it and dull it down, which is exactly what I need when I paint landscapes, because you can never have too many greens. And I find that the greens that come with the package usually don't work for me. It's nice to get things mixed ahead of time because once you start painting with the watercolor, you don't want to go mix new paint because it's not going to be dried out enough to use yet. Same with brown. Always need a darker brown than what comes straight out of the tube. I really love how watercolors just dry out and then you can reactivate them, so there's not as much cleanup, there's not as much waste, and it just makes it so much easier if all your colors are already mixed. As much fun as mixing colors is, it is time consuming. Watercolor is really my background medium. It's just in the backdrop of the acrylics because it's really easy to just do like 10 minutes here. Obviously, I'd love more time, but sometimes you don't always get more than 10 minutes to make art. So if your paint's ready and you got a piece in progress, you just get going. I'm really working on adding watercolor painting into my morning routine so that I can always count on creating art daily. I don't always get to create art daily. I mean, even just this mixing of paint, to me, I would, check off the box and say, I've made art today, even though I actually made other art today. But it's just like the movement forward of my creation process that I want to be investing in. And I just feel better if I paint every day. I don't always get to paint every day, so that's why I want to add it into my morning routine. It used to be a part of my morning routine, but my morning routine changes a lot. I always write myself this perfect morning routine and then never follow it. But I spend a lot of time writing out ideal schedules and things, and even if I don't use them, it's still fun. It still kind of gets my head in the right space. And there it is, ready to go. These are my old ones, the student grade. I've used them for years. Egg cartons are the best for this kind of thing.